Welcome again to the Rogers podcast. I miss you guys. It's been a while. The last recording I did it was somewhere here. Yeah. It was episode 5 when I was giving out a shout out to and thanking everyone who's been there with me during my last, for a few months of hard time with everything that has been happening. I don't have to repeat everything. But I appreciate you guys, like mumekuwa watu wa maana sana. Pia, it's good ni recognize the point that the fact that I am at this particular moment is because of you. You guys have been there. You've fought along with me. You've given me every reason to live again. And thank you so much. I'm really doing well, and it's because of you. Wewe mwenye unaochi kitu. Wewe mwenye umekuwa ukini support mentally. The best part is supporting your friends mentally, psychologically to overcome the previous thing that the person has gone through. And you are great, and thank you so much. A big shout. You don't have to mention anyone by names, but ni watu wa maana. Wale wenye wako kwa phone book yangu, wenye wako kwa phone book yangu, wenye wako my Facebook friends, everyone. Big thanks. Yeah, it's season 1 bado. We are still doing it. Season 1 has been always a journey for me. I've always wanted to do this. It's a journey that I've started. And hopefully that anyone who's going to watch this one is going to feel it, going to appreciate it, going to understand it. I might not go far. I may not go far anywhere, but the little channel that I'm having, the little YouTube channel that I'm having, there are very few people who are viewing my content there. The very few people who are visiting my my channel there, are benefiting from it. And maybe I don't know, sikujui mwenye una benefit, but hopefully you are benefiting, because I'm that person. I've always wanted to talk to someone. Miss, I'm not a teacher by profession. I'm not a therapist by profession, but I feel it like I just like doing this. It's the best. So having a tripod and camera and a microphone, it's the best for someone like me who don't have the platform to talk to people, but you have this platform. You might not be having kama you can see me kando kidogo. I can do a recording for you, and it's business by the way. But if you don't have, you can try and use. I started with phone. By the way, nilianza na simu. Nilikuwa na record na simu bluntly bila hata microphone. Nilikuwa na record my previous video. Ukiangalia video zangu za hapo chini. Iko channel yangu. Kuna videos zenye wakati ukiziangalia ziko hivi tu. In fact, this is the second video yenye na record na camera. This is Canon 250D. This is the second video that I'm recording with the camera. Hizo zingine zote nimerecord na simu. I've been using this Samsung A31. That's the phone I've been using to record my videos, and they have been actually fine. It's because I'm passionate about doing something, and being passionate about something, you have to start. I've learned that starting something is just a matter of putting your mind in that, putting your mindset in anything that you want to do. You can just focus on it. My previous videos, I've been trying to tell you people, it's something about focusing. When I did a video on why I started doing podcasting, because I've been receiving questions on why I started doing what is this that you're doing. Like, okay, I'm talking, you listen, you watch, you get what I talk about. That's what I want you to do, nothing else. Staki support ingine kubwa. If you go ukifeel uko touched that you can go to another step ya kuni support financially maybe, and yeah, I specifically said financially. There is another support. I don't know if there is another support, but I specifically said financially. But the things that you cannot do without finance. Finance is everything, even buying a camera, it's finance. This is very expensive, man. I had to sacrifice a lot of things for me to have this. Although this is commercial, I bought it for commercial purposes. I didn't buy it for personal use. And personal use, seriously using this all money for personal use? No, I did it for commercial. So previous video nilisema kama unataka shoot, you can holler at me. Mi niko very available. Niko na motorbike. I can come to wherever you are, unless uko place mali po motorbike haiwezi fika. Yeah, kama uko place mali motorbike haiwezi fika, we can talk about fare. But mali motorbike tafika, we will only talk about fueling, nothing else. Today's episode, nimeongea a lot of things. Today's episode is all about something that I feel that I've seen somewhere about how the young are struggling with something called stupidity. I'm young. Personally, I'm still young. I'm actually not 30, but I'm not in my early 20s. I'm actually in my late 20s, so I'm approaching my 30 years in very, 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 very few years coming. Few years, I mean few. Nikisema few, it might be 1, 2, or even 10, but in very, very few years I'll be 30 years old. And also being this young, it's a very, very dangerous stage that a lot of us are struggling with. This stage because you don't know what you want. You don't know what's all about your life. You don't know who are you. You don't know what you're made of. You don't know what's your purpose. You're just there living. Na hiyo ni kitu inakuanga very dangerous because there is nothing that just worse like just being there living because you want to live. So there's this say that life starts at 40. So you can just imagine if you are 20s now, you still have another almost 20 years though when they will live up to your life fully. Like you can feel that you are in your best part of life. That's very, 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 very very long for someone who is still getting to his 20s, and but for someone who is actually approaching late 20s, you are at a stage where you can actually see that ulikuwa mahali kwa life yako. You are a student, maybe you ulimaliza form 4. Most actually in Kenya form 4 huwa inamalizwa na watu wakiwa na 18-19 years old. 18-19. Ule amaliza akiwa na 17 huyo ni mdogo sana. Hiyo ni kama kusoma nursery na pre-unit. But wenye wanamaliza akiwa na 18, those are the years zenye watoto umaliza form 4. So maybe personally huku ulimaliza form 4 but you never went ahead, like hujaenda college, hujaenda anywhere, hujaenda ni technical and hujaenda university. So you just went there and started life from there. Those are the people who even get married wakiwa early 20s. Unaanza tu maisha hivyo tu. And then there is you and me. Life yako tu ulimaliza form 4, ukaanza kujidunga places mingi hivyo. Mpaka unajipata unaelekea 30, lakini bado hii maisha unaisimp tu. Alright? No, simping. Not exactly. But you can imagine why I said young and stupid. It's because young people tuko na this very bad idea about our life, about us. Kwanza, especially this generation, about sisi at this particular moment. At this particular moment is where you have to decide. It's where you have to decide what's your life made of. It's where you have to find your purpose. And there's nowhere else in this life utatafuta purpose yako. You'll maybe go get something at some point and you feel like you're doing the wrong thing. It's like marrying the wrong person. and then there is a point in your marriage unafika, you are now realizing that you've been with the wrong person. That's where divorces comes from. Hapo ndio watu wanaachananga, wanajipata wako na the wrong wife, the wrong husband. I'm not talking about men here, even ladies. So this is the right time that you can make sure that you know what you're made of. It is the best time that you can make sure that you know the people in your life, the people who makes your life be a full life, circle life, a big circle, the friends, the family, the colleagues, everything. This is where you make sure that your life in the next 20, 30 to 40 years coming, will be like this. This is where you make the decisions, because you can't wait to be at 40s, then you start making decisions for your life there. I'm not yet there, but I'm sure when you are up, they cannot make about their lives at that point, because life yao mahali wametoka, it has been through a lot. It has been through a lot. To ascertain yourself to that point is that you are living now because this is the decisions you made earlier. Don't be a person who makes wrong decisions right now, and then you are like at moments later you are like, okay man, I did wrong, I wasted my life, I wasted my time, I wasted this and that. Don't be a regrettable person. Don't be like, I've wasted my entire life doing nothing. And there is nothing worse than just doing nothing. My friend, it is worst. It is worst. Me personally, yeah, maybe someone can just look at me and like, hey boss, si unafanyanga nothing. No, maybe, yeah, for you, I'm doing nothing. But me, I feel like I'm doing something. I'm talking to someone. I'm talking to that kid out there. I'm talking to that teenager, or that man, that woman out there who's not yet where she wants to be or he wants to be. I'm not yet there though, but I'm struggling to be there. Not necessarily struggling, but I'm forcing myself to be there because I have to be there. I have. Hiyo ni kitu ni lazima. Mali I wanted my life to be. I'm working everything that I can to make sure that I be there. There's no one who is going to help me. Since now I'm parentless. No, not necessarily parentless, but since now I've lost my both parents. So I'm fighting my own life. Kuna vile you have your parents who will, support you there, hapa na pale, wanakuwa magodfather wako, vile na vile. But saka mtu kama mimi sinaona. But I have people in my circle who can also help me. But the much specifics about, having a parent, something else. But, I'm not feeling bad about it. It's God's plans that I'm this way at this moment. So me, I'm actually that person who I believe that whatever that happens in my life, it was meant to happen. There is nothing that was forced into that. Whatever happens in my life at this moment, God made sure that it happens at this moment. There is nothing that would stop that. If God decided that this is the moment mimi nitakaa hivi, that's his only plans zake. Mimi I have to live with the plans. Yeah, but I have my own plans. I have my own plans. But kama Mungu alinikuwa na mipango zingine na mimi si basi hata mimi naishi na hizo mipango. Yeah. So I'm talking to someone out there mwenye anajaribu kuforce mipango zenye haziko. Anajaribu kuforce mipango zenye haziko. Mipango ambazo si za Mungu. Kama unakuwa na mipango ambazo si za Mungu, ambazo we ni mipango zako unajipangia, hakuna vile zitafika pale. Thank you for that Kiswahili. So try and live a life that you can afford. Try and live a life that feels like you. Don't be someone else. Mi upendanga. My target audience ni watu wadogo. This is the age where people are struggling trying to be them. If you reach a point that you struggle to be you, my friend, I don't know what else are you trying to tell us you're not struggling with. If you struggle to be you, just be you. There is nothing else better than just being you. I can tell you that for free. If you try to be someone else who is not you, if you try to be someone else who's, don't. Just be you. Live on what you are. Live on what you have. Live with the parents you are. Live with the little life yenye uko nayo. Hata kama ni life yenye hamuna kitu, live with that, because at some point mtapata. Hakuna mtu alizaliwa akiwa na hiyo kitu yenye ako nayo. Hakuna mtu alizaliwa na ile vitu zote za ako nazo. Walitafuta. Hata wewe make sure that you are there kutafuta. Make sure that you're there finding this small thing. I'm not a life coach. Never been to any class of life coaching. But the small experiences zenye nimepitia can make me a life coach. But not yet made it to be that person. But I'm being me because this is me. There is never going to be a time where I'll be another person who is not me. Quiet will always remain quiet. Decisions that I make will always be made because I am the one who made them. If I make the wrong decisions, maybe I'll live up to them. If I make the wrong ones, I'll live up to them. There is nothing that seems to be difficult with you if you live with what you are, what you have, and what you can be. Hakuna mtu ananga ambitions. Hakuna mtu ana ambitions. I'm talking to you out there. Hakuna mtu ana ambitions. If you live with what you want to be, what you want to have, you uko na ambitions you might need a house at some point in life, you might need a car, you might need a great job, you might need a degree, a PhD, you might need to be a prominent person, a celebrity, you might need everything. For me personally, I'm not a media. I've never been to any media class. But the way I'm producing my videos in here, I'm the director, I'm the host, I'm the cameraman, I'm the producer, I'm the editor, everything. So that means in my life, mimi ndo nakuanga driver wa everything. Like life yangu mimi ndio driver, conductor na mimi ndio gari. Why don't you live yours like that? Don't let people be in your life trying to be the conductors, telling you, babe up, angusha up. Don't be the driver. The car that has a driver mwenye akiaka gear number 5 anaachilia, anaenda mahali anataka. That is worst, my friend. Don't be that way. Be that person mwenye wewe ndio una control everything. And in all, omba Mungu, God will always show you the way. There is always that point where you might feel unaenda on the wrong, because there is no one who is perfect in this world. We all imperfect, but kuna vile tunajaribu perfectionize ourselves with the things that we feel like it's about being great. Yeah, and that's where God comes in. God anakujanga mahali effort yako imeinuka. Hii effort yako ikishindwa kuinuka, ukishindwa kuinua effort yako, Mungu akuji. There is no way God will come and lift you up from poverty. Hakuna siku Mungu atakuja kuinue mahali umeng'ang'ana mpaka unafika mahali ndio Mungu anakujanga hivyo. God will chip in. So if you continue being a poor guy who's just there sleeping and thinking that there is one day Mungu atakuja, he will not come. Don't wait on him. Kama you want to go to school, go. Kama you want to work on something, work on it. If you want to be a farmer, go farm. If you want to be a cameraman like me, if you want to be a video producer like me, go be one. Mimi natakanga tu kuwa video producer. I want to be a filmmaker one day. That's why I'm doing this. And one day I'll be one. I wanted to be a guy behind in front of cameras. Now I'm trying to do by me. Well, maybe one day I'll be in front of a camera somewhere with a lot of, big cameras. Work on it. Work on your dreams. Work with anything that you have. I started with this phone. hata si phone. By the way, I started my podcast na audio, sasa nafanya na video, na nilianza na simu kurecord. You see that? I don't know, I've never been to any editing class, I've never been to any filmmaking class, anything, any media class. Unaona, mimi nimekuwa nikifanya hii tu personally like that. I've never been to anything. So what if kama nilikuwa nimeenda hiyo class yenye inanifunza hizi vitu, sasa ningekuwa perfect. But nikiproduce hiyo low quality video, you watch it, support me, maybe someday nitapata hiyo mahali ya kwenda kufanya hizo vitu na nikuwe perfect. I become a very nice video producer because of you. Lakini kama hutaki kunisupport, unataka nani mwingine anisupport? If you don't want to support me, who else will do? You think I'll just support myself mpaka siku ile nitaanguka? Subscribe to that channel, like, share and comment. Ukicomment na ushare na ulike, my friend, si nita move. At least hata YouTube watanirecognize. Wakinirecognize wanianze kuniwekea ma ads, si watanilipa. Na nikilipwa, see, I don't necessarily need your money. What I need is you to watch and learn, and feel nice, and make me feel nice, and make me get paid. Yeah, si kila kitu si free, but this is for free. Yeah, this advice is for free. You just be you. Pull up your socks, focus, and become the best person that was meant to be you, not anyone else. Don't live by other people's classes. Don't live by other people's opinions. Just live by yours. Don't be young and stupid. Be young and smart. But because that's where you're going, right? Yeah, subscribe to the channel.